Hi, this is James with Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today I'm going to show you how to play Odin, which is going to be a 2 to 6 player game, and it's going to be a light card game here with a lot of strategy to the game, a surprising large amount of strategy to the game. Let's go ahead down the table here, and I'm going to show you how to play Odin. Okay, so let's learn how to play Odin, one of my favorite card games ever. I just love this game. This game has 54 cards in it. And if you look here, we have numbers between 1 and 9, and we have 6 different colors. So that's where we get our 54 card count. And this will play up to 6 players. And what we're going to do to start the game is we're going to shuffle this deck. After we shuffle this deck, for every player that we have in the game here, we're going to deal out 9 cards to each of those players. Doesn't matter for player count, it's 9 cards for every player. Now, of course, if you have less than 6 players, you're going to have cards that are left in the deck here that aren't going to be in the game. Now, what do you do in this game? Well, in this game, you're going to be trying to shed all the cards out of your hand. And a couple things you're going to be looking at here is you're going to be trying to group things by color or by number. So when you place things out, we're going to show the rules for that in a little bit, but you're looking to place multiples of the same color or multiples of the same number. Now there's only one of each number in each color, so if you're doing multiple numbers, they'll all be different colors here, so like the 2 ones. To start out the game, whoever's going to go first is going to play a single card from their hand. Now, whenever you're leading here, you can play a single card, or if every single card in your hand is the same color or the same number, you can just go out. So the goal here is to get rid of these cards and be the first to do so. Everyone else is going to gain a point for every card that's in their hand. The game is going to end when someone gets to 15 points. And at that point, the person with the lowest score is going to win. So how do we play our turns here? So let's say we're the first player. Here, we're going to have to place out a single card. So let's say I place out this 7 right here. Now, the next player has a choice. So the next player can play a number that is higher than 7, or they can play a number that's higher than 7 with 2 cards. So remember, I had those 2 ones in my hand. Technically, I can go and place the 2 ones out. So this rule is you can always play 1 more than what's already out there. So in this case, there's only 1 card out, so I can play 2 cards. Now, these 2 cards have to follow the rule where they have to either match the same number or the same color. In this case, they match the same number. 11 is indeed greater than 7. And that player has to pick up 1 card that was played before and put it into their hand. So there was only 1, so I get that in my hand. Now we go to the next player. The next player has a choice. They can play 2 cards. They can't play 1. They have to play at least 2 cards that are going to add up to be a number that is, not add up, that's going to be a number greater than 11. Or they can play 3 cards, and they can play 1 card more. So they could put down this 65 here. So let's say they do that 65. Now they have to pick one of these cards to put in their hand. So they're going to look at your hand and see which one's going to be the best. In this case, the green one, because I already have a green in here, now I have more than 1 green. And then this card gets discarded. It's going to go to the next player. The next player is going to decide whether they're going to play a pair that is greater than that number. So, or they can play 1 more card. So they can play 3. So they could play this 851. Now, the way this works is when you play these out, you always play highest to lowest. So the number is 851. It's always going to be the highest number possible. Now, this player here that played this number can pick up one of these cards and put it into their hand and discard the other. Now, at a certain point here, players are going to need to pass. When you pass, you don't have to play a card. However, if it ends up getting back to you, meaning someone didn't pass, that wasn't the person who played this set here, then you can play again. So passing doesn't necessarily put you out of the game. It only does if everyone else passes. So once everyone else has passed and no one's playing any numbers higher, the round will end and these cards will be discarded. The person who played these cards will start the next round with 1 card. Now, the exception again is if it comes to me and it's my turn, and let's say I have this in my hand. So I get everyone passed and it's my turn to lead a card. Because all the cards in my hand match the same color, could also be the same number, every single card, I can just go out and say I'm out and done. So what happens then? Well, once someone goes out, that person that went out gets 0 points because obviously they had no cards in their hand. Every other player that's in the game counts up the number of cards they have, and that's how many points they get. You're going to go ahead and track this on a sheet of paper here, and you're going to continue on going on rounds until someone hits 15 points. When someone hits 15 points, the game will end, and the person with the lowest score is going to win. If there's ever a tie in the game, those people are going to share the victory. Now, this game is really quick. So 15 points can go by really quick. And you can do it 1 of 2 different ways. I've seen, like, if you play this game on Board Game Arena, it starts with you with 15 points and you just subtract points for your hand. That's fine too. But I like the traditional route where the lowest score wins. You can also play this game with 20 points, going to the 20 points, or when you hit 20 points, it ends. I prefer to stay with the 15 and just play multiple rounds of the game. But you can increase or decrease the points as you wish, just as long as everyone agrees with it when you start the game. So that is going to be how you play Odin. So if you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. It helps us get more content out to you guys, helps us get a better equipment so we can film, better quality, all that fun stuff. But either way, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned an awesome game that you would love to play.